Black people and reparations.
Until I get my reparations, I'm done caring about anybody else's issues, y'all.
We built
Propaganda,
America.
yeah?
Yes, we
Propaganda.
built America. We got nothing.
Unless you've been living under a rock, you should know that many Black individuals believe reparations are a good idea to give the Black community. But is this really an efficient method to improve our communities?
Built
Propaganda,
America.
yeah?
Yes, we
Propaganda.
built America. We got nothing. Y'all got 400 fucking plus years of free fucking labor that you parlayed into an empire and gave us nothing. No reparations, no money, no nothing. And we not getting reparations. We not getting land. And then when we try to get the certifications to go sell shit legally for us, y'all put a freeze on the. Now I can't get a hot dog stand. I can't sell a table outside. I gotta have.
Okay, what is he talking about? You can go sell stuff. You need to get permits, obviously, but I don't understand that argument at all. And now what I will say is I believe reparations should have happened. I believe during the Reconstruction period in time, Black individuals 100% should have received reparations because if you don't know, if you don't understand basic history, sharecropping happened where a lot of Black individuals had to go back to their old plantations and just continue working there for a share of the crop, and they were in continuous debt. So it was basically just slavery part two because a lot of them didn't have the income to live a regular life. So reparations 100% should have happened during that time period. But now, none of that is ever going to happen again. So it doesn't even make sense for us to receive reparations now.
A veteran that's fried out of his mind on opioids to try to get, like, what the and if I go do it without you sending me to jail,
It's illegal, basically, if you're not.
what the because you know how hard Black people work just to even the fucking playing field, bro.
Yeah.
I honestly would argue it's a little bit easier for Black Americans nowadays because there's a lot of programs that help us get into different positions, such as DEI. I believe that this video was a very terrible argument for reparations. He was just making up random stuff that's not even true. You can honestly do whatever you want in this country as long as it's legal and you're not committing any crimes while doing so. If you want to go put up a hot dog stand, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of Black individuals who have hot dog stands that are successful. I don't understand. That was a very mediocre argument.
People respond to the idea of reparations for African Americans. No one alive today was ever enslaved, and no one alive today was ever a slave owner. This is ridiculous. We're not giving away free money just based on race. Every culture has some form of slavery.
That's literally a valid argument. It doesn't make sense for us to have reparations when we never even went through the tortures of slavery. We never will experience that. We can't even probably imagine what that experience was. I can't even imagine what that experience was. So it wouldn't be fair to me to reap the benefit of that, even though I never even had to experience it. And I'm not in a terrible position to the point where I need reparations. I'm not homeless. I don't need reparations. So it wouldn't even be fair. And a lot of us know that the money from reparations would not even go towards improving the Black community. Majority of Black individuals are just spending that on unnecessary things. So when it makes more sense for us to use the income to build maybe a school or expanding economic opportunity or helping to reduce crime to help improve Black communities or lower income communities. I feel like that's more effective than just giving Black individuals money when 5% of that income will go towards improving our communities. And plus, you know how tedious it would be for us to figure out who's paying for the reparations? Let's say it has to be people descendant of slave owners. That would take a long time. You need to figure out the ancestry and everything because not everyone was descendant of slave owners. A lot of people fought for the Union against slavery.
Every white person who is alive today is still benefiting from the transatlantic slave trade and chattel slavery, and every Black person who is alive today is still being negatively impacted.
That's not true. There's so many successful Black individuals who don't even think about the negative impacts of slavery on us. I can acknowledge how it was a bad experience for Black Americans during that time period, but I do not feel impacted or held back because of that situation now. We're not living during the Jim Crow era. We're living in a world where we can literally do anything. If we were in the Jim Crow era, then she would make sense, but not now. Not now at all. I don't know. I don't get that argument. If what she was saying was true, white individuals would be the most wealthy individuals in this country, but they're not. Asians are the most wealthy individuals in this country.
By the legacy of the transatlantic slave trade and chattel slavery. It's not giving away free money to people based on their race. It's an overdue debt that
That's literally what it is. That's literally what it is. I do agree. We should have got reparations during the Reconstruction period, but now it's just unnecessary and stupid.
has been owed for hundreds of years that has yet to be paid. Other cultures did not have chattel slavery where people were born into slavery in perpetuity with no way to get out of it and by no fault of their own and then terrorized. It's not only about chattel slavery, it's also about the white supremacist domestic terrorism against Black people that has been happening for hundreds of years, and it's still happening. It's still happening today. Reparations are for chattel slavery, yes, and also for the government-sanctioned violence, displacement, dehumanization, criminalization, and marginalization of Black people ever since chattel slavery ended. Period. Got it?
That's stupid in my opinion. Yeah, okay, I get, let's say I get a $10,000 check. Bro, we all know that Black individuals are just gonna be using that money to buy Jordans or unnecessary stupid things. Like, it's just dumb argument. Wouldn't it be more effective to use that money to build things in the Black communities that will help improve them? Wouldn't that be more? I don't understand why people are not agreeing with this. It's just money. This is about having money. That's all it is. They don't even care about the Black community. All they care about is just having money. That's it.
Every time we say reparations, somebody panics like we just asked for their entire inheritance. But here's the truth. This country has already paid reparations, just not to us. And not just once, multiple times. So let's stop acting brand new.
Yes, sure, the U.S. has paid individuals reparations. But if you look at a lot of those, it's people who were survivors of the negative experience. For example, the Civil Liberties Act of 1988 gave surviving Japanese Americans reparations. Surviving. Not just any Japanese American. No, you had to be the one that experienced that. There's no surviving slaves. There isn't. So it wouldn't make sense for us to reap the benefit of that when we do not, again, never will even fathom that experience. I 100%, and I will say this 10 times over, we should have got reparations. We 100% should have got reparations. But now, there's no point. I will say the U.S. failed us by not giving us reparations during the Reconstruction period. But we don't need it now. We don't. You can do anything. A lot of that money would just not go towards improving the community.
Reparations are not about guilt. They are about debt. America's been in the red with Black folks for over 400 years. And it's not just slavery either. It's everything after. Stolen wages, stolen land, the GI Bill we were locked out of, the homes we weren't allowed to buy, the neighborhoods we were pushed out of. My grandparents in Virginia had a big house. They built something themselves. They held it down. But do you know what's there now? A highway. Because the government decided that their land was disposable, but convenient for development.
Bro, you do realize that the government will pay you to build new things. Like, they're gonna pay you to move. And you don't even actually have to. I'm pretty sure you can deny it and say, no, I don't want to go. And they'll just build around you or something. But let's say they have to get rid of you. They're gonna pay you for that. They're not gonna just build and destroy your home. They're going to compensate you.
And we're just one Black family amongst many more. Reparations is not some favor. It's the bare minimum for a country who made Black struggle policy. Economist Dr. William Darity crunched the numbers. To close the Black to white wealth gap today, 14 to 17 trillion. That's just to bring us even, not ahead, just even. So let's compare. Iraq and Afghanistan wars, 6 trillion. 2008 bank bailout, 700 billion. COVID-era PPP loans, over $800 billion. And most people haven't even paid that back. Congress. So don't tell me we can't afford it. This country finds money for war, for Wall Street, and corporate tax cuts on command. It just doesn't want to write us into the budget. And it's not just checks, though, let's be real, for many families, that's exactly what it should be.
It just would be unnecessary and it would not make sense for us to be put in the budget. I don't know. I feel like I keep just regurgitating the same thing because that's literally what it is. I'm telling you, we don't deserve reparations now. It wouldn't even be fair to our ancestors who went through the hard struggles for us to receive the reparations. Like, I don't understand why that's hard to comprehend. It would just create more division with us and white individuals by making them pay. And you could probably make the argument that, okay, they're just gonna take from taxes, but bro, why don't we just use those taxes to improve poverty and make individuals who are in impoverished communities better off instead of just making it all about race?
It could look like cash payments like the Japanese Americans received.
Again, the Japanese Americans receive reparations for the survivors. We have no survivors that are slaves.
Free home loans for the Black folks that were locked out of generational wealth. Student debt cancellation or free college at public HBCUs. Land returns for families displaced by urban renewal. Tax credits or guaranteed income based on ancestry.
Bro, we just want free handouts. This is a joke. This is actually a joke, bro.
And miss me with the, how do we prove who qualifies? This country tracks ancestry just fine when it wants to. Native enrollment, Holocaust reparations, the 9/11 Victims Fund. The issue isn't logistics, it's politics. Because if we got what we were actually owed, we'd stop scraping to survive. we'd have what they always
Bro, she needs to be quiet. She looks like she's living just fine. I'm pretty sure she probably makes a lot of money. She makes money online. I don't want to hear it.
feared. Wealth, stability, ownership, power. We wouldn't need to ask for a seat at the table. We'd be flipping tables and buying the building. Reparations would not destroy America.
It would, because, as I said, none of that money would go towards improving the Black community. All of it would just go towards dumb, materialistic stuff, because we all know that Black individuals are very materialistic. Honestly, if Blacks had to choose between the newest Jordans and paying a bill, they would choose the Jordans. That's just how it is. So it wouldn't make sense. If they can't even or won't even choose something that will benefit them, they're not going to choose something to benefit the entire community.
reveal it. They'd show who got rich off of stolen land, who passed down trust funds built on unpaid labor, who inherited freedom while we inherited cleanup. So yeah, reparations would change everything. And maybe it's time something finally did.
I don't agree with that at all. No, we do not need reparations. We should have had it, but we don't.
Until I get my reparations, I'm done caring about anybody else's issues, y'all. Like, I'm sorry, I don't care about nothing anybody else got going on, because y'all don't care about me getting reparations, so why the should I give my job problems? I don't care no more. I really don't. Until things are made right, I do not care about what y'all got going on.
Okay, then don't care. Nobody cares that you don't care. Okay? You're not getting your reparations. Or maybe move to like Chicago or one of those cities that are giving Black individuals reparations. But I don't think the federal government's going to give Black individuals reparations. It wouldn't make sense for them to.
At all.
I'm done watching this. But tell me your thoughts about this. Do you believe Black individuals deserve reparations? I strongly disagree that we do. But what are your thoughts about this? And share what you think in the comments. And subscribe to me for more videos. I'm going to be posting pretty much a lot of political and social commentary.